The national debt climbing past $16 trillion. One businessman has decided enough's enough. He's going to do his part to solve the country's fiscal crisis. Scott Soucy has spent the last 2 years sending a portion of his earnings, you heard me, sending a portion of his earnings to help fix the debt. And now he's come up with a plan that actually cuts the debt $1 at a time. Joining us now is former Army captain and small business owner Scott Soucy. Scott, what a pleasure to have you on.
Kelly, what a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much.
You know, and you're supercharged. You're a go-getter. You serve this country. We thank you for your service. But now you're serving your country by giving back. How are you doing this?
Well, we're doing it $1 at a time. And this is how it works, Kelly. How many times do you get paid a month?
I get paid 4 times a month.
4 times a month. So we're looking for $4 out of you in a debt buster month. There are 4 debt buster months in a year, so I'm looking for $16 out of you.
I can do that.
You can do that.
I would love to do that.
Isn't it great? And that's the reaction that 80 to 90% of the time we get, is that I want to do this, I want to commit to it, and I want to help you out.
So if every American did this, Scott, or if they got on board saying, oh, I'm going to give $1 here, $1 there, how would it help us in getting out of this debt crisis?
Well, what it's going to do is it's a huge good faith offer from the American people, right, to Congress. We want to help. 2 years ago when I started this, you know, my son challenged me to find the solution, and this is my solution that I came up with. So my son came up with the slogan around the outside of the shirt. I mean, he's a great young man, and he was concerned. He came to me and said, Dad, fix this problem. I know you're a solutions guy. You know, come up with something and let's get this done.
And it says one nation messed this up. One nation can fix it.
One nation can fix it.
Because, you know, I always say when we talk about the debt crisis and what's going on in America right now and the brokenness in our government between Republicans and Democrats on Capitol Hill, they can't find any common bond. This is a common bond right here.
This is
where we can all pitch in and help and say we're proud of our country.
Our debt is not broken up into Democratic or Republican debt. This is the common ground that we have together. And so when we all get together and do this, you know, that $16 a year can be amplified in accordance to, you know, Eric Bolin estimates $8 billion that we can generate just from civilians.
$8 billion. But here's the wrench in the works.
Yes.
People always say, you know, I give to the government, and they just go out and blow it.
You know, and that's the great part of this is we've designed it where we write out the checks for a specific purpose. We show you how to do that on our webpage at securetransport.biz, or go to quinnjohnson.org, a local state representative who endorses the program, and we show you how to write out your check. We purpose it for the national debt, and so therefore it must be used.
Well, let's show this. Let's show a full screen of what's been going on so far. So far, $7 million in personal checks. That's only enough to keep the economy running for 3 minutes.
Hey, awesome.
But just 3 minutes.
That's a victory. $7 million. I mean, that is such generosity, and that is such a massive reach out and a massive good faith effort on the American citizens to Congress to help them. You know, we'll take it from the top. You guys take it from the bottom. We'll meet somewhere in the middle. Let's get this done.
All right, and you donated around $500 to the Treasury to fix the debt.
Yes, sir. Now, the best part of it all, Kelly, is when companies do it. Companies that do millions of transactions in a month, now you're talking we can reach into the trillions, and that's when we do the real debt busting. So companies, join with me, our national debt busting company. Let's get this thing done.
He's former Army captain Scott Soucy.
And there's Eric Bolin. I'm so glad I had you, Kelly.
Get into this.
He jumped at me like a spider monkey yesterday, man. He was all over me. He was pummeling me.
How about it's a contribution that's tax deductible?
Tax deductible. And we'll encourage our elected officials to introduce that legislation. Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you. We got to go.
Thank God I didn't have Eric.
I knew Eric.